Hello, church family, and those of you who are visiting our website. My name is Walter Martinez. I'm the pastor here at Central, and I have an announcement for you that has three distinct parts. The first is this. As a leadership team, we had to meet and assess what's happening here in Oklahoma City and make a decision. So not too long ago, we met and made the decision to mandate the use of masks. What this means is anytime you come here to Central to worship or to walk on campus, you will have to use a mask. And I know that that probably sounds a little bit irritating or frustrating. I know that I don't like using masks either, but for the protection of our church, for the protection of our church family, that is what we're asking. Now, as a leadership team, we will be assessing from week to week whether that mandate should still be in effect. And that brings me to the second portion of this announcement, which deals with what things we can do to change or to move away from mandating masks. One of the biggest things that we can do is to practice social distancing. And a large part of practicing that, besides the 6-foot rule, of course, we don't hug, we don't do handshakes, we keep that 6-foot distance. Probably the biggest thing that we can do to remember to put into practice is to sit with only our household. That means people that live under the same roof. We sit together in a pew. We don't sit next to people that are not of our household. If we can move in that direction, and if we can practice that regularly, then I believe that we can move away from mandating the use of masks. But there is a flip side to this as well, and that brings us to the third portion of this announcement. If we find that this is way too much to ask of our church family, we don't want to be the ones to enforce something on our church that just makes us irritated, upset, angry, frustrated, and insert all these other ways of feeling. So we understand that if it's too much to ask, then I'm willing and I'm ready to do a sacrifice of moving back to home worship, moving back to online worship, Central SDA Home Edition. At least that allows us all to worship without the griping and complaining that may come as a result of having to use masks. I know that these times are troubling times and difficult times to navigate through, so I want to ask you, each of you, for prayer. Please pray for your church. Pray for the decisions that we have to make. Pray for the feelings that we're all going through. Pray for how this is affecting you. And one more thing, I want to ask that you up the time that you have with God, meaning that you invest even more time than you're currently investing, because I'm saying the same thing to myself. I believe that He can create in us the desire to go deeper with Him. And I believe that that desire will supersede any feelings or anything that might get in the way of being able to worship with one another. So thank you for doing us the favor of praying and of connecting. And as we move through this, thank you for understanding, thank you for praying, and thank you, if you do come on campus, for participating and worshiping with us. Thank you and blessings. We'll see you on Sabbath.